I do not know what time it was when I heard the familiar tune. Reluctantly, I pulled out my hand from inside the blanket, picked up this menace and stuck it to my ear, pretty much involuntarily. A beautiful voice came on the line.
Hi, this is Ramya here. I'm coming to Bangalore today. Let's have lunch at the Eva Mall food court at noon. Okay, don't give me a miss, okay? Hey, they have announced the flight. Yeah, I can't call you any further. See you, bye.
This 500 words a minute hurricane passed off and it was complete silence. Contest chair, judges and my fellow Toastmasters. Barely did I tuck my head back into the blanket did I realize that I just attended a phone call and this needed some serious analysis. So I got up, quickly injected myself with enough caffeine to make my nerves synapse faster. Else they behave like these autos which are looking for a fare, pretty slow, erratic and directionless. So I tried to take stock of the situation. I got a call from a lady who called herself Ramya, wanting me to come for lunch at the Eva Mall today. But who could this be? I checked my mobile to see if I should be knowing any Ramya. I don't understand that number. It's not there in the address book. I raked my brains to see if I should be knowing any Ramya ever distantly. But even if I knew some Ramya, why should she be asking me for lunch at the Eva Mall? And even if I should be having lunch with her, why call me at this hour? So, this fight was going on. Friends, I have actually got two Rams inside me. One Ram, he has got a halo on his head, the goody-goody type. The other Ram, he has got two horns and a tail with an arrow, the naughty type. Now whenever I have to take a decision about something, these two guys surface and they start a fight. Now, there is one of those perfect moments for them to come up. They start the fight. Forget it, Ram. It must be a wrong number. Just ignore the call. Forget it, said the one with the halo. How often do you get an opportunity to go and dine with the lady that took called by her? Just grab this opportunity, said the one with the horns. And this fight went on. But finally the case was settled in favor of the one with the horns with an astute logic and sound reasoning that there is absolutely no risk and it's going to be fun. But then the one with the halo wouldn't give up, so he does a last ditch effort. He says, why don't we check with the wife, because he has an ally in her. So, are you mad? You want to go for a date, a blind date, and you want to check with your wife? Said the one with the horns. And usually in such cases, the one with the horns wins. So I was determined to have the most of the opportunity that was coming my way. So without much ado, I got dressed and I got ready, went to the office, but the excitement could not be concealed. I was just waiting for the noon. I went early to this mall and sat at a vantage point in the food court waiting to be greeted by somebody who was coming in. Many came, some young, some old, some alone, some in groups, but nobody ever looked at me for more than 50 milliseconds. And while I was wondering what to do next, this familiar thing starts again, the familiar tune. And involuntarily, I stuck it to my ear. Maybe Ramya is calling me to say she is late. Maybe, she has cancelled the appointment. I hope she did. But as I stuck it to my ear, I heard the familiar tune of familiar voice of my wife. And it felt like a bucket of cold water on my face. And usually, I know she has this knack of figuring out whenever I have fun, especially with friends. But this time, how could she figure this out even before I met Ramya? and this loud and clear voice of hers. Hey Ram, did you pick up my phone this morning? I got a call from my friend, she says she was coming to Bangalore and that I should go for lunch with her. Well, if I was sleeping and you picked up the phone, at least you could have told me. You are incorrigible, Ram. Why don't you remember to tell things? You always forget. That was really sad. Friends, that day I changed the ringtone on my phone. And ever since, I make sure that it is just not similar to the one that my wife has on her phone. And one more thing. I never keep my phone at the same place where my wife keeps when we go to bed. Over to you.